Today we're framing in a new window and closing up the walls to get ready for our funky Italian wall tiles. Hey guys, welcome back. Rob here. If you're just joining us, this is part 2 of our 3-part series on the shower to tub conversion. Part 1 was the demo from hell. If you haven't seen that, it's well worth a watch. I'll throw a link right at the top here or wherever it goes, as well as in the description below. So if you're ready, I think I'm ready. So let's get into it. First things first, I got to get this old window out. The exterior of the house is stucco, which means the window most likely was manufactured with a nailing fin around the entire window. Nailed into place and then stucco applied over the nailing fin, which means in order to not damage the stucco, I have to cut through the stucco and through the nailing strip to free the window from the framing. This is a first for me, and logic is telling me the best tool for this job is most likely this grinder with a diamond cutting blade. It's small, it's easy to control, so let's see how it works. There's also a metal drip edge on the top of this window, which also will have to be cut off. Okay, well, that worked better than I expected.
Only you can appreciate the genius that is you.
We've ordered a new window that will go right here. And then I think we're going to have to get super creative to patch this area over here. There's still a ton of screws left in these studs from the demo of all the concrete board, and most of them are filled with tile adhesive, so instead of trying to clean them all out, it's easier, faster, and smarter to just break them off. I was really hoping to reuse this vapor barrier, but there's just too many holes in it from breaking off all those screws. Our new RO window size is 51 inches high by 27 inches wide. RO stands for rough opening, and if you don't know what that is, this simply means the measurements for the framing dimensions. So somehow we have to get a 51 by 27 inch hole framed into this location without changing the structure. This is always easier when building from scratch, but we don't have that luxury on this remodel. We are lucky on this one because our old window was wider than our new one, so there is already a header in place with the proper king and jack studs. Here's an example of what that looks like. Once I've got the new opening size marked out, it's pretty easy to remove the existing studs by cutting through them and prying them out with a pry bar. After we've got all the ones that need to come out, we can now add in the new 2x6 framing to fit our new window size. We're not going to be cutting out the exterior stucco until the new window arrives, so we're going to have to just board it up for now to keep the bears out. From there, we can put the insulation back in and install our new vapor barrier. Can you bring in that blue tape, Matt?
Yep.
Alright, so plumber's been back and he's got the tub in for us. Replumbed the old control valve, new shower head location, and relocated the drain from where it was in the center to a tub location, and we're good to start boarding up these walls and get ready for tile. Try to eliminate any damage if we can. So I always like to just cover the tub with felt cloth or anything you have, cardboard, anything will work, from screws or in our case concrete pieces, maybe scratching it. So I'm going to start on the back wall. So the original plan was to use Durarock concrete board on all the walls again, but the supplier only had 5 3x5 sheets. So new plan, concrete board on the window wall and control wall, and 1 sheet of aqua board on the back wall. I think there are multiple ways to cut this. I'm using a skill saw with a diamond cutting blade. This method is really dusty, so it's a good idea to get all your gear on.
Good, buddy. You don't want to go near there. Watch out. No, no. Go. Go that way. Come on, stop. Let's go. Let's go, buddy.
Good? Yes. I can't help it. There's a door there. Okay, let go. Let go. Let go. Too much crap. It's okay. That was hard. Yeah, doing that in one piece is difficult, but definitely worth it. All right, we are all covered up. We've got concrete board on the back wall and the control wall. We've got a window that we're still waiting on, so I'm not going to cut that out yet. And then we have aqua board drywall 1/2 inch on the back wall. I've got a plan though. I'm going to use self-adhesive mesh tape on all the concrete seams and the corners. And then I'm going to apply a red guard, or I guess this one's called Aqua Defense. Basically it's a waterproofing membrane, and it turns to like a rubbery texture, so it completely seals the seam. And then for the 2 outside seams that butt up to the existing drywall, I'll use regular drywall tape and mud. And all I'm going to do is brush this Aqua Defense on, and you can either trowel this on or you can brush it on. I'm just using a cheap brush to fill in the seam completely. This will also bond the mesh tape to the board. Now this stuff does have a pretty potent smell to it. You probably should be wearing a mask, even a respirator. It can get that bad, especially when you're holding it right under your face. Well, the next step is tile, and I think you're gonna love it. I mean, we picked through about 40 tiles, so I think that's the best grain match we can get.